I don't know if you guys can... Hold on, let me turn the light off. There we go. So I velcroed the entire, between all the gaps. As you guys can see there. So it's velcro through the entire back and forth, because if you do snap them together, I'll go show you guys. So there's one snap, there's another snap, then there's going to be that gap in between. So I used military heavy-duty Velcro, and you know, it was on the back of the Velcro was taped. But to make sure that it was 100% taped, what I did is on top of the stickiness of the Velcro, I ended up using tack glue, which is like super glue on steroids. I actually bought a little bottle of super glue at Walmart, and you know, you had to put pressure for like 24 hours and it didn't work so well, so I ended up going with a tack glue. That cost a pretty penny because it's, if you guys don't know what tack glue is, they were at SHOT Show 2013. There's a YouTube video, Fate of Destiny is the YouTube channel, Fate of Destiny. But if you go to YouTube and just put in tack glue, then you'll know what the glue is. So I got the tack glue, the heavy duty Velcro, and pretty much what I did, I'll show. I went to the park yesterday, but usually the spot that we go to, there was a lot of people. They had loud music and it was a camping site. So technically, I was not supposed to be there. But, you know, I didn't do the whole setup there. Too many people, and I didn't want to look like a weirdo. So, anyways, so what I did is I'm going to show you guys many different ways to set this up. Right here, we got the center pole to make the TEEPEE tent. Pretty much what I'm going here is a lean-to shelter. Just pretend that, you know, it's not elevated and it's actually touching the ground. I didn't want to nail into the carpet. So just pretend that that's touching the ground. And then here, what you would actually, let's do this. This you can make an A-frame shelter. As you guys can see, it's pretty damn massive. What you want to do if you do this is you want to put some 550 here in between these two loops, and then, you know, run another 550 cord all the way to your tree. Same on the other side. That way it doesn't look sloppy like it is here. Yes, I've done this in the field. Yes, it works. Again, I just didn't do it because there was a lot of people at the park. But I've done it before. So that's that. So you can make an A-frame shelter. As you can see, it's pretty damn huge. You can actually build the fire in here if you want to. On the Usmc field tarp mark pads, these the brownish color is supposed to be a fire retardant type of material. So you can actually have a fire inside as long as it's not like way up here. Just something small where you're able to control it, and then on the other side you can either put leaves or whatever, or you can leave it open for ventilation. So that's that. So A-frame shelter, lean-to shelter, Onyx Get Up. Same place, just pretend that, you know, that back there is touching the ground. It's pretty huge. I mean, you're talking about a really, really wide area. I mean, on the A-frame shelter, you can fit, I mean, at least 4 or 5 people and the gear inside, without a fire, of course, or 2 or 3 people with a fire. It's huge. It's massive. Let's see. So that's the A-frame. And then that was the lean-to, where you can set it up this way. Also what you can do is, I'll post a picture right now. There's a lean-to with the roof, so you can do that too, which pretty much is just your lean-to, and then you got the roof. For that, you would have to run another 550 cord from a tree or a limb or whatever. So there's a lot of ways you can set this up. I ended up Velcroing it the long way. Yep, the long way. So, you know, because it's, I'll put the dimensions right now. I can't remember the dimensions of a field tarp, of the USMC field tarp. I'll look in one of my videos before. I think it was like 12 foot by 10 feet or something like that. So, but I did it long ways because short ways, I mean, you guys can see from that point over to this point is pretty short versus if you do it long ways. So I'm going to pause this, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do the TEEPEE shelter if you guys want to go that route. Alright guys, making sure I'm focused. So this is a TEEPEE tent. Sorry, my dog wants to go out. Not right now. Not right now. So here it is. It's kind of sloppy, but I don't have a yard, so I can set this up. So what you want to do first, if you're gonna set up the TEEPEE tent, okay, Onyx, okay, is oh, by the way, I did measure it, and it is 7 foot by 12.5 foot. So 7 foot by 12.5 foot. So 7 foot long, and then 12 foot, 12.5 foot wide. So if you're gonna set up the TEEPEE, what you're gonna do is you're gonna set it long ways. Okay, so you're gonna set it long ways. The first grommet on the corner, okay, so the first grommet on the corner, you are not going to tie down. You're going to go to the second one, which is this one right here. This one right here. And same on the other one. So you're going to skip the first one, go to the second one. On the second one, you're going to stake it down. And then you're going to stake the middle, which I didn't do it because I didn't have any of the screw-on things. And then the second from the last on the other corner. And that's going to give you more of a circular shape than anything. You don't have to do it that way, but if you want that extra space, then you can just stake the corners and then put the center pole. And it's going to give you more of a triangle shape. So again, if you, don't stake the last corner, skip to the next grommet, and then stake that one, stake the middle, stake the next one, and then skip the last one. The last two, you're going to tuck inside. Make sure so you're going to tuck those inside, and then you're going to come over to the next grommet, which is that one right there. This one where my foot is. And you're going to pull this, and you're going to stake it. Okay? And then that's going to give you more of a cone shape than anything, which is going to open up the inside. Then, again, on the... this is what it's going to look on the inside. You can always straighten this out. There, that's a little bit better. Again, so the last one, the last pull grommet, you're going to tuck it in, and then you're going to find the next grommet, which is going to be this one right here. And then you're going to pull it. So you're going to pull this one, and then the other one, and now it's going to go from being all like this to being all huge and roomy on the inside. Here it doesn't show so well because I don't have my I don't have any more of the screw-on thing, so I didn't do it. Now on the inside, as you guys can see, it's pretty damn huge. I mean, that's one person, that's two person on this side, three on the going long ways. So one going across, and then two going long ways. And then here what you can do is you can either leave it open. If you have a nice little fire on the outside, it's going to reflect the heat. Or if it's summertime like it is now, and you're got a bunch of mosquito problems, so what you want to do is you want to first set up a fire and then smoke the inside just a little bit, and then set maybe two fires, one on this side and then the other one on the other side, and then just put some green stuff and let it smoke, and that's going to keep the mosquitoes away. So then at nighttime, there's going to be no insects. The center pole does come with it. The only thing I'm going to be doing is, as you guys can see, I just used this camouflage duct tape. Let me get my Leatherman. To zip these two together. So that the pole doesn't come out. So the pole is going to be sitting on the top of the tarp, not on the in between the two tarps, because there's no way to do that. Other than that, I mean, there you go. That it is. You can do. This is just one of many ways. You can always, like I said, just tie the corners, and then go to the next grommet, being this one. You don't have to tuck it in like I did. And then it's, like I said, right now it's a little small, but like I said, if you expand it, crap, the ones in the corner give out. If you expand it, it's gonna open up a whole lot bigger, and you're gonna fit 3 people, gear, and then dog. There you go. Now this, what it's gonna come with, it's gonna come out. It's gonna the way I'm selling it, it's gonna come with the center pole. So this one right here, again, this used to be a telescoping pole for cleaning windows. This is how I cut myself, and pretty much the way it works is, that's not a cut, that's just tape. I label it 4 foot, 6 foot. Oh, by the way, also, if you want to make this more low profile, you can always lower the center pole. So if you want to keep it to about, see, that's 6 foot, so that's 5 foot right there. So if you want to keep it around 5 foot, so you don't want to make it taller, you just want to make it more shorter, you can do that. It's going to come with the center pole. Again, this used to be a telescoping pole for the cleaning windows, and I cut it. I put these 2 cups on the end. Each one is a different size, and again, even if you extend this, and most of you guys, well, what if it's windy? Well, you can put a lot of weight, and it will not go down. This locking mechanism is great. That's why I bought it. Now, on top of that, because it's 2 poles in one, meaning you got the smaller pole inside the bigger pole, then you can also use this as a hiking stick. That's why I put these out, in here, because it used to be a cut and the dirt got inside, so I just put that on there. And you can use it as a hiking stick. I was able to attach this to my ILBE Molly, or my ILBE rucksack, because it's got a, well, I just sold it, but it has the 2 pouches on the side. Well, this one behind the pouch, and at the bottom of the ILBE, there's a bag, if you will, with a stretchiness. So I just put that on there, and it literally weighs nothing. Again, 12.5 foot by 7 foot. the other thing that it comes with. Okay guys, sorry the video on my camcorder gave out. So there it is. Again, I had these for a long time. I don't remember the brand. If you guys go to YouTube, I forgot the name of these brand. I bought these at Amazon. Cost me a lot of money for these. You get 12 of these, and there's a YouTube video where they nail these to a 2x4, as well as the USM or the MSR Groundhog, which are aluminum, I believe. And all of them except two brands, this one and another one, ended up breaking once I pulled them out of the 2x4. And as you guys can see, it has a twist, so it makes it really easy to go in and really easy to take out. You get 12 of these, very lightweight, I believe. Now, as far as the entire weight of the setup, I am not 100% sure. I want to say that weighs about 0.25 ounce or 0.25 pounds or 0.2 pounds. These, I'm not 100% sure. The stakes probably less than a quarter of a pound. I mean, they're really lightweight because they're plastic, but they're a really nice durable plastic. So let me go ahead and pack this up, and I'm going to show you how it looks like all folded up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let's see, there it is. That's how big it is. Really small, very compact. Maybe 12 feet or 12 inches by 12 inches maybe, or 13 by 13. If you got a compression sack, it'll actually compress a lot smaller. This would be great if you're bugging out, or maybe you like to go camping. It does have a bunch of tiny holes. I don't know why, but when I bought these, they were used. But and the two people that I bought them from, I gave them a bad review because they said they were in excellent condition. That's bullshit. I ended up paying a lot more because they were in that excellent condition like they said, and it wasn't true. They had a bunch of tiny holes. Some of them were not even patched up. The ones that were patched had Scotch tape. That piece of shitty duct tape or tape that you use to close an envelope. It was horrible, but by the time you get this, I threw it away. But see that piece of camouflage tape, duct tape? Well, that is what I'm going to use to tape all the tiny holes. And they're really tiny, the size of a needle. I don't know why, but all of them on eBay have holes like that. So I'm going to use that, and instead of just duct taping it, I'm going to use my tack glue, what I have left, and put that on there, and then the duct tape on top of it to make it a tight secure, just like I did with the Velcro. Again, the big difference between this and the Rainfly that you can also buy is that with the Rainfly and all the other tents out there on the market, because even the ripstop nylon, eventually, if you put them on wet, they will mold and they will mildew, and they got that stinkiness to it from being wet and moist. This being a field tarp and being used by the military, not so much. That's why you buy a tarp and put it in a boat and leave it outside for the whole year, and that tarp, nothing wrong with it. Same with this. That's why I like this, because they will not mold or mildew even if you stuck them in wet. That's why I sold the Cabela's 8x8, because when I went camping that morning, it had rain or sprinkled just a little bit, so there was no sun, and I ended up stuffing it moist. And when I got home, who wants to leave a tent out in the indoors? I couldn't do it outside because I didn't have a yard. I was living in an apartment, and on top of that, there was no sun for probably 2 days because it was cloudy. So again, won't mold or mildew because it's a field tarp. Comes with the stakes, comes with the center pole. Let's see what else. I know I'm missing something. Oh, and again, because that the inside of it, which is that coyote brown, coyote tan, that right there, Now, according to, you know, the military, that's why I bought this, but it's supposed to be fire retardant, not fireproof, just fire retardant. So again, there's a YouTube video, I can't remember whose name it was, but they got one of these going on with a fire built inside in a lean-to shelter. And because, again, it's fire retardant, any of the embers that do fly and hit the tarp, again, won't burn it. So that's it. I was asking $220 for the entire setup, $550 not included. And right now I'm just gonna put it on eBay for $200. That's gonna include the free shipping, tent, stakes, center pole. That's about it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Again, this is, you can do many things with this, many type of shelters. Because you got two of them versus one. You know, the one tarp is great if you're going to be like a one person. But if it's going to be more than one person, this would be great, especially the TEEPEE setting. If not, you can do the A-frame. And if that doesn't, you know, you're not happy with that, you can go with the lean-to. You can go, so many options you can do. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys are interested. I'm going to post a link to eBay on this. Thanks for watching.